Welcome back to my Let's Play Pokémon Fire Red in slow English. If you're an intermediate learner, this video and this series is for you. We just beat Misty and she took a little bit of a chunk out of our team, but that's because she cheated by using a super potion in battle. Remember guys that this is a Nuzlocke, and if you're wondering what that means, all of the rules and the hacks in this game are in the description. So if you want to read up on those, you're welcome to. Alright, now that we've beaten Misty, it seems like we are all set to plow forward and go right down to Vermillion City. Because that's where we're going to be able to find the SSN, and we have the ticket to the SSN because Bill gave it to us. Alright, so now we should be able to go in this house. The people here were robbed. Yes, we know this. Even our police force has trouble with the rockets. Well, I don't know what to tell you. This place looks like a mess. Let's talk to this guy over here. Those miserable rockets, look what they've done to my house. They stole a TM for teaching Pokemon how to dig holes. Really, they just stole a TM. It looks like they kind of like ransacked the place. They had to do all this damage just to steal one TM. Oh, and he's just standing back here. I like how the cop is just standing there. He's really not doing a great job because if he just decided to go up and over to here, he'd find the guy pretty quick. But we're gonna find the guy for him. Hey, stay out. It's not your yard. Huh, me? I'm an innocent bystander, don't you believe me? Yeah, well, I mean, no, because you're wearing a Team Rocket uniform, and you're standing outside a house that was just robbed by Team Rocket. So therefore, I don't think it's too big of a jump to assume that you might be the person who stole the TM. Even though it seems like nobody else seems to want to investigate you. It seems like you evaded the cops. I wonder why he's just like standing around. Is he waiting for somebody? Like, why doesn't he just run away? Who knows? Who knows why he doesn't just run away? Seed Boy got 159 experience points. Bird gets 159 as well. And now we get to battle Drowsy. So I think we'll just stay in with Seed Boy and we'll use Quick Attack. Alright, cool. That should be a 2-hit kill. Is he gonna hurt me? He's gonna confuse me. I think we'll just take the risk and use Quick Attack again, even though we might hurt ourselves in confusion. We did not. Awesome. Alright, Drowsy fainted. Bird gained 300 experience points. I love to see that. Player defeated Team Rocket Grunt. Stop, I give up. I'll leave quietly. Okay. Okay, I'll return the TM I stole. Okay. He gave it to me. Can I give it back to the guy? I figure what's lost is lost. I decided to teach... Okay. I tried to give it back to the guy. He doesn't seem to want it. I kind of feel like I just indirectly stole from that family. But I tried to give it back. Alright, so we can't go this way until we get cut. So we need to get cut before we can go to the rock tunnel area. But before we do that, we have some other things we need to do. Okay, here is some new wild grass. So in this wild grass, we should be able to catch a new Pokemon, because if you don't know the rules of a Nuzlocke, you can only catch the first Pokemon you see in each area, unless it's a Pokemon you already caught. And because we've already caught Pidgey, we don't have to catch another one. We can try again. So we will try again to see what we get. And we get an Oddish. Now we also already have Oddish, which means we can try one more. Well, we can try as many times as we want until we find something that we don't have. Alright, Meowth we don't have. So we'll definitely catch Meowth. He doesn't want to go to sleep, apparently. He'd rather scratch us, but let's try sleep one more time. Sleep powder is really good. it's more accurate than you'd think it is. It seems to hit a good amount of times that I try to use it. All right, let's see if we can get him on our first try in our first Pokeball. All right, looks like we're gonna get him. Awesome. Gotcha, Meowth was caught. Meowth's data was added to the Pokedex. All it does is sleep during the daytime. At night, it patrols its territory with its eyes aglow. All right, we caught the anime villain, guys. Let's call the anime villain, let's call him, what should we call him? Let's call him Henry. Henry the Meowth. Now that's a stupid name. Let's call him Bob. Like Bobcat. That's a type of cat. We'll just call him Bob. I don't know. Guys, I'm really bad with nicknames. I'm considering not nicknaming anything else because my nicknames are just so bad. Alright, now this is the daycare center. I run the daycare service. Would you like me to raise one of your Pokemon? Yeah, I would. I'd like you to raise Sally. I'd like you to make my Sally a Gyarados, please. Alright, awesome. So we'll come see him again in the future, and maybe we'll have a nice old Gyarados. Alright, now let's put Meowth in the party because now we have space. And let's get on the road. Alright, time to leave this old man's house and go down to Vermillion City. I'm on guard duty. Gee, I'm thirsty though. Oh wait there, the road's closed. He's trying to bribe me, guys. Did you see that? Gee, I'm thirsty. That's the weirdest way to solicit a bribe I've ever seen. But I guess we gotta get him his drink. Okay. Hi, do you have Nidoran? Want to trade for my Nidoran male? No, I actually have the better version of that Pokemon. And I'm not interested in giving away my better version for your crappier version, so we're gonna avoid that little girl. What does this guy say, or this girl say, I should say? People often lose things in the darkness of the underground path. Really now? Does that mean we should try to find an item? How long would I have to walk around here before I actually find an item? Because I'm thinking this is gonna take a bit too long. Yeah, I'm not seeing any hidden items. Maybe we'll come back. Maybe if you guys just let me know in the comments where the hidden items are, I'll come back and look. But I did not see anything. All right, hidden item up here. What is this? A citrus berry. All the hidden items that we see that are just hidden in the grass, where you can kind of see them in the grass, they're always like the worst items. They're always berries. And I guess berries aren't that bad because we can't use items in battle, but we can give our Pokemon items to use. So maybe they're not all that bad, but they're not that good either. All right, I switched to Nido because this guy is a bug catcher and Nido has Peck, and also we want to keep on leveling up Nido, so I thought it made sense to put him as first. All right, let's use Peck. All right, cool. Peck is super effective, and we should probably be able to if we get to level 20, we should probably be able to one-shot if another Weedle. Okay, this is getting too complicated to explain. I'm only saying that if we get to level 20, we'll be stronger. All right. Yeah, Caterpie also should just take 1 or 2 pecks. 2 pecks. That's fine with me. All right, he got poisoned from our Poison Point ability. I really do like that ability. I hope that comes in handy. It probably will come in handy in the future, having the Poison Point ability. All right, we get 181 experience points. Weedle comes out, and we will use Peck again. If only this guy evolved his Pokemon, he might be pretty good, because he'd have a bunch of high-level, like, Butterfrees and Beedrills. but instead he's decided he just loves the caterpillars. He's not going to give up his caterpillars, guys. All right, Nido got 177 experience points. We like to see that. He's getting a lot of stats also, if you notice. His stats are going up pretty nicely. All right, is this a double? Is this a double battle right here? Excuse me, this is a private conversation. All right, I'm sorry. I just wanted to battle you guys. All right, looks like it's just a single battle. I really like double battles, but I'm not sure how many there are in this game. I think there's only a few. I know there's at least one, because I have vague memories of having a double battle in this game. All right, what else do you got? Pikachu. All right, we're gonna stay in. I think we should be able to take out Pikachu maybe in 2 double kicks. Yeah, 2 double kicks should do it. Almost 1 got him though. All right, he is gonna paralyze us. That's not the best, but I mean, I think we'll just stay in with a peck and see if we can finish him off. Now he uses double team. Hopefully peck hits. Let's see. No. All right. Let's switch out. Let's switch into Seed Boy. All right, Seed Boy. Take him down. Let's use Tackle. Oh my god, he's faster than us. Is he gonna do this to our entire team? Okay, cool. I don't know if I have Paralyze Heal or not. It would be nice if I had Paralyze Heal, but I'm not sure if I have it. So I will check. Ooh, Razor Leaf. Let's see what Razor Leaf does. The foe is hit with a cutting leaf. It has a high critical hit ratio. And it looks like it does 55 damage, so that will always be more than Bullet Seed, because at best, Bullet Seed will do 50 damage. I'm very happy to be departing with Bullet Seed, because Bullet Seed was the biggest letdown, the biggest letdown that I've seen. Because Bullet Seed sounds like it'd be good. It sounds like it'd be a strong move, but it really isn't. All right, I only have 1 Paralyze Heal. I'm gonna use it on Nido because I want to keep training Nido. So I'll use it on him and I'll battle this guy. Who's there? Quit listening in on us. I already broke up that conversation a minute ago when I battled your friend. You guys weren't talking anymore. I literally was just battling her. Alright, whatever. Nido is here. Let's use Double Kick and see if we can take him out in 2 shots. He's a bit more tough than the other Pokemon. But he only has Bubble? Wow. I guess we just stay in because Seed Boy is paralyzed. So it makes the most sense to me just to stay in with Nido. And we got a critical hit. 2 critical hits. Wow. Wow. That's very good. We just got 2 critical hits with 1 double kick. I think that's the first time I've literally ever seen that. Oh, also, we didn't check this wild grass for new Pokemon. Is there anything new here? All right, we already have Pidgey. Pidgey's not new, so we can skip Pidgey. Is there anything else that's the least bit interesting? Oddish, we already have Oddish as well. I'm thinking that there's not a lot of new stuff in this grass, guys. If there's something, I'm down to catch it, but it looks like the only yeah, we already have Meowth as well. So really, it seems like there's nothing new here, so I guess we'll just keep moving. All right, Bug Catcher. We'll keep in Nidoking, or I want to say Nidoking, but I mean Nido, because Nido is still a Nidorino. He's not yet a Nidoking. But anyway, we're going to keep him in front because, ooh. Guys, finally a Bug Catcher who realized they should just evolve their Pokemon. Finally. And look how much better it is. Look how much better it is. This is why you evolve your Pokemon. You turn them into actual good Pokemon that can actually win in battle. Okay. Now he's like using all of his tricks on me. I doubt we're going to be able to, yeah. We might have to switch out. We might have to switch out into Bird here. Hopefully he leaves us alone and we can knock him out with Bird. Alright, Supersonic Mist, that's always good. If I remember correctly, I think that Supersonic has very, very low accuracy. But I kind of forget. Oh my god. Alright, I think we use Quick Attack here, because I think Quick Attack should be able to finish him off. Yep, okay, awesome. Nido got to level 21. And Bird got some more experience points as well. Alright, cool. Alright, there's 2 more trainers here. How much health do we have? Alright, all my Pokemon are paralyzed. So I'm not going to battle the girl, I'm just going to battle the guy. And then we'll come back and get the girl later. Huh, you want to talk to me? Well, I guess so, but you're the one who walked over to me. I didn't walk over to you. So, I mean, it seems to me like you want to talk to me. But whatever. Okay, so let's use Double Kick, I guess. We don't have anything that good on our team against flying Pokemon. It's almost kind of like flying Pokemon are our weakness. We need to get better against flying Pokemon. That's why we have to build the team up a bit more, guys. That's why we have to keep on catching new Pokemon. Alright. We got 198 experience. Raticate. This should be easy. We should be able to just knock him. Ooh. Hyper Fang. We gotta be careful, guys. We gotta be careful out here. If you guys don't remember, I'll say it again. In a Nuzlocke, if one of our Pokemon faints, it's dead. It's gone. We cannot use it anymore. So we have to be very careful. Alright, let's go down and heal. And then after we heal, we'll battle that girl that we missed up there. What does this girl have to say? The urge to battle with someone you've tangled with before. Have you ever had that urge? I'm sure you have. I wanted to battle certain people again over and over too, so I've been giving these away. Wow. We literally just got an item from a random person. That's odd because 99% of the people you meet in this world are like completely useless. But she gave us an item. That's very good. I like that a lot. All right, now we have healed up Pokemon. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, I forgot. Bob has the pickup ability. So that means that if we walk around, he'll just be picking up items as we go. Are they good items though? Probably not. It looks like they're just berries. Better than nothing though. Alright. Before we explore this town anymore, that rhymed. Before we explore this town anymore, we're gonna go battle this girl up here. Me? Well, okay, I'll play. Alright, let's play. Let's play. What do you have to play with? Pidgey. Alright. Let's stay in and just use Double Kick. Double Kick is a very good move. I've been liking Double Kick. I want to wait to evolve Nido. I want to make sure we have... Ooh. See, that's why Poison Point is a good ability. Always coming in. Well, it's not going to matter that much in this case. But anyway, as I was saying, I want to make sure Nido has all of his good moves before we evolve him into Nidoking. Because once he evolves into Nidoking, he can no longer learn any new moves himself. So that's why I want to make sure all of his good moves he has. And I'm not going to look up when he learns his good moves. So we're just going to guess. If you want to let me know, I think I've said this before, but if you want to let me know, just throw it in the comments. Tell me what level I should evolve Nido. Wow, he's poisoning every single Pokemon we're running into. But yeah, as I said in the comments, if you want, just let me know what level would be a good level to evolve Nidorino. I think he already looks pretty cool as he is, but I think he'll look even cooler when he's a Nidoking. Or Nidoking. Guys, I really don't know if it's pronounced Nido or Ooh! A new attack, Horn Attack. Let's see what Horn Attack does. 65 damage. The foe is jabbed with a sharply pointed horn to inflict damage. Alright, it's not the best move, but it's definitely better than Leer. It does 65, I think. Did it say 60 or 65? I think I saw 65. And if that's the case, it means it will do more than double kick normally. Because double kick will only do 60. Alright, not bad. I remember that the guy, I think in this house, gives you a fishing rod. Yeah, he looks like a fisher. I'm the fishing guru. I simply love fishing. I can't bear to go without... Oh, without? Okay. Tell me, do you like to fish? I love to fish. Grand, I like your style. I think we can be friends. Okay, we got the old rod, but I do think that the old rod is kind of bad. I think the only thing we can catch with the old rod is Magikarp. Let's test it out. Alright, testing out the old rod. Let's register it. And let's use it right here. So if you're wondering if you're wondering how the old rod works with Nuzlocke rules, the old rod basically any area you can only catch one Pokemon. If you catch it by fishing or by running into it in the wild grass, it doesn't matter. So that means that I can't catch a Magikarp on the same place I caught a different Pokemon. But I can in any city, because obviously there's no wild grass in these cities, so I'm allowed to catch more Pokemon. Sadly, I think it is just Magikarp, so I don't think the old rod is going to be very useful. I'm putting up a building on this plot of land. I own it all. Well, good for you. Good for you. You own the whole plot of land. My Pokemon is tamping the land to lay the foundation. I think in Generation 2 games, eventually there's a building here, but I don't think it ever actually becomes a building in this game. So that's kind of disappointing, but whatever. Alright. What's in this house? Hi, do you have a Spearow? Want to trade for my Farfetch'd? I do have a Spearow. I mean, why not trade? I don't think I'm going to use Spearow anyway. But not that I think I'm going to use a Farfetch'd, because I think Farfetch'd is also kind of garbage. But I mean, whatever. We have a Spearow. We'll trade for Farfetch'd. That'll help us just see more Pokemon, so why not? Alright. We got our new Pokemon. Let me see our new Pokemon. Elissa sent over Chiding. That's the dumbest name for a Pokemon I've ever seen. So now I really don't want to train it. Okay. How is my old Farfetch'd? My Spearow is doing great. Good for you. Farfetch'd, he's gonna probably not be used very much. He has a stick. Let's see what the stick item is. The stick. A stick of leek to be held by a Farfetch'd. Alright. It raises Farfetch'd's critical hit ratio. Very hard to say Farfetch'd. Alright, let's give him the stick back, because he seems like he likes it. So let's give him the stick back and let's continue on. I also remember that this house has the guy who gives you the thing you need to get a bicycle. I share the Pokemon fan club. I raise more than 100 Pokemon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokemon, I surely am. So, did you come to visit me to hear about Pokemon? No, I really didn't, but I came to get a bike. But if you want to ramble about Pokemon, if that's the only way I can get a bike, I'm totally happy to hear you ramble about Pokemon. And we've gotten the bike voucher. All we had to do was click through his dialogue. Alright, awesome. Don't worry, my favorite, I really don't care what this guy has to say. I just came here for the bike. What does this girl have to say? I just adore my seal. It's so lovable. It squeals. Caillou when I hug it. Awesome. Alright. Everything's going well. Now I think, where are we going now? Our Pokemon are fully healed. So now we can go to the SSN, or we could go over to this route. Ooh. There's also Diglett's Cave. And I'd be very interested in catching a Diglett, actually. Okay, the first thing I want to do, guys, is I want to see if we need more Pokeballs. We have 3. Let's just go to the store and get a few more items just so we're all stocked up on everything we need. All right, let's buy some Pokeballs. Let's buy like 3 Pokeballs. Let's buy a super potion. Let's buy just 3 of them. Let's buy a few. I think we already have enough antidotes, but I think we also want to just get like a few paralyze heals because we have been running into paralysis more and more. All right, cool. So now let's go to Diglett's tunnel because I do think I'd like to catch a Diglett. I think a Diglett would be a good addition to the team because we kind of need a ground Pokemon. Well, isn't this a surprise? Diglett dug this long tunnel. It goes right to Vermillion City, they tell me. Okay. I'm finding it hard to believe that one Diglett dug this whole tunnel. Unless he meant to say that multiple Digletts dug the whole tunnel. Wow, level 19. That's going to be good. We should be able to just Horn Attack, and Horn Attack probably won't kill. Let's see. Guys, I really wanted a Diglett. I really wanted a Diglett. That's tragic, honestly. Alright, guys, because this is a Nuzlocke, we can't catch a Diglett now because we killed the first one we saw. And now I can't escape. And I know these things have earth moves, so I'm gonna switch out because I'm scared. Alright. Seed Boy, come out and finish him off. I can't believe we killed the Diglett. How did we kill a level... Oh my god. How did we kill a level 19 Diglett with 1 Horn Attack? I did not expect that whatsoever. Alright. Razor Leaf. Alright, cool. We've killed the Diglett. I mean, guys, I think having a Diglett on the team would have been really good. And I'm honestly very sad that we ended up not being able to get one. Kind of a tragedy in my opinion. Alright, alright, I mean, I feel really bad that we didn't get a Diglett, but I mean, we tried. Let's see if there's any new Pokemon over here to catch. Yeah, I don't think we have Ekans, so we can catch Ekans. This time, I'm going to be a lot more careful with what I use. I'll just use Peck to be absolutely sure we're not going to kill it. Yeah, alright. Peck works. Alright, let's do one more Peck and then try to use a Pokeball on it. Wow, this thing actually did a decent amount of damage to me. Alright, let's hope we can get it in one shot. One. Wow. No, we didn't. Alright. He's lowering our defense and his bite already did a good amount of damage. I'm just gonna switch into Ivysaur so we can put him to sleep. And that should help us catch him. Alright, let's try to put him to sleep here. Alright, awesome. I'm really surprised how accurate Sleep Powder is. It seems like Sleep Powder is very accurate. Like, you'd think it wouldn't hit that many times, but it usually hits. Alright, let's see. We should be able to catch him now. 2, 3, and he's caught. Awesome. Alright, cool. Ekans data was added to the Pokedex. A very common sight in grassland. It flicks its tongue in and out to sense danger in its surroundings. I guess it senses danger with its tongue. Don't ask me how that works. Alright. Let's call him Monty, because I'm thinking of Monty Python, because he's a snake. And Monty Python is like a famous comedy thing in America. I don't think Ekans is going to be super useful on the team, just because we already have a poison type in Nido. So we probably won't end up needing another poison type, but possibly if Nido ever gets killed, we can use Ekans, but we'll see. All right, let's just use a potion on Nido, because I want to do some battling here in this route. just to get our Pokemon a little bit higher leveled. Let's start from down here and work our way back. I have never won before. well, I mean, I hope I don't lose to you then. That's bad. That would be a really bad look for me. All right, he has Growlithe. I think Growlithe is a really cool Pokemon. I would definitely use it if I found it. We got intimidated, so let's switch into Bird. We don't have a lot of good Pokemon against fire types, which is why having Diglett would have been very helpful, but we killed Diglett, so therefore can't do much about that. All right, let's use Quick Attack. He's pretty strong too. He's doing some damage to Bird. Wow, he's doing a good amount of damage to Bird. I'm surprised. This is why having Diglett would have been nice, but again, whatever. It's hard to have Pokemon in a Nuzlocke that are really fragile. Fragile Pokemon are tough to have because they do, if they die, they die. So you can't just let your Pokemon faint. All right, let's use Quick Attack. All right, cool. All right, we should be able to, obviously we should be able to use one more Quick Attack, and after one more Quick Attack, Vulpix should go down, and then we should get our experience points. Player defeated, wait, it says Gamer. Gamer Darium. Gamer. I don't really understand why he's called a gamer. He looks more like an old man, like an old monk. I knew there'd be an item on that rock. What's down here? Oh, I saw a Pokeball back there. We're gonna check that out. What do you gotta say? Don't you think it's hard to think up good names for Pokemon, especially if you've caught a whole bunch? Wow, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was literally just talking about that. All right, what about you? You look like you have something for me. Hi, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's aides. If your Pokedex has complete data on 30 species, I'm supposed to give you a reward. Okay. Have you gathered at least 30 kinds of Pokemon? No, I've caught 14. I still need a lot before I get to 30. All right, what about this guy? Hi, I said hi, but he did not say hi to me. I'm looking for the Pokemon Nidorino. Want to trade for my Nidorina? Should we do that? I mean, we could. I'm all set. I'm confused at why so many people want to trade Nidorino for Nidorina. That's like the second person who's asked that. Kind of strange, in my opinion. All right, and I think if we go over here, we'll see a big Snorlax, right? Yeah, big Snorlax. A Pokemon is sprawled out in a deep and comfortable slumber. I know there's 2 of those in the game, so we have 2 chances to catch one, and I would love to have a big, beefy Snorlax on the team. That would be very cool. Nick found a Great Ball. All right, Great Ball isn't too bad. Is there anything else hidden? No. I thought there might be something else possibly hidden. All right, let's talk to this guy. Fwahaha, I've never lost. Okay, that guy and that guy must be the only people they each other battle. Because this guy only wins and that guy only loses. All right, Nido versus Voltorb. Let's just double kick. All right, double kick doesn't do that much. Again, we don't have a lot of good Pokemon against electric types, which is why Diglett would have been really nice. I think in Rock Tunnel, we should be able to catch another ground or rock type Pokemon, and that should help out the team a lot. So let's hope when we go to Rock Tunnel, we can get a Pokemon like Geodude, for instance. Geodude, that would be a very good addition to the team, in my opinion. I would really like a Geodude. I'm just gonna play it super safe and switch out because I really don't want to lose Nido right now. That would be really bad. So let's switch into Seed Boy and finish him off. Let's use Tackle. It doesn't even matter that it's not very effective because he was on the brink of death. Player defeated Gamer Dirk. I'm kind of confused why they're called gamers. I'm thinking it's a mistranslation from the Japanese Because these guys might be gamblers. Gambler might make sense, but they're called gamers for some reason. But a gamer in English, you would never call a gambler a gamer. Alright. We might actually have to go back and heal because a lot of our Pokemon are not doing too good. Alright, X defend. We can't use items in battle. So therefore, X defend is basically useless. But we can sell X defend and make some money. Alright, Ekans versus Nido. And he intimidates me. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna switch out into... I think we're gonna switch out into Seed Boy just to be safe. Because Bird also has low health right now. And I don't need an Ekans killing our Bird. But I mean, Jesus Christ. Let's put him to sleep to be safe. This is why Seed Boy is such a good Pokemon, because it has access to Sleep Powder. And Sleep Powder is no joke. I really like Sleep Powder. Alright. Tackle again. This guy's taking this guy is taking a good amount of tackles, but he'll be gone soon. He'll soon be in the ground, dead. Wow, he took a lot of tackles, guys. I'm glad I had Sleep Powder. I probably would have had to use Leech Seed if I didn't have Sleep Powder. And also, it's a good thing for us that Poison Sting is such a crappy move. Because Poison Sting is so bad, like, very bad. But if he had a good move, he might have actually threatened us there. Luckily, he didn't. Luckily, we survived. Now we can heal. Always nice to get some health care for free. I've said this, I think it would be really funny if in a different hack we made it so you have to pay to heal. That would be really, really funny. And I definitely want to do that in another hack. So if we play another Let's Play, that's definitely on the table as a hack that we could add in. Alright, are we battling this guy? No, we already battled him. What about this guy? All these guys look exactly the same. They're all just like kids with yellow hats. You can barely tell who you've battled and who you haven't battled. Alright, Sandshrew. Let's just stay in with Nido. I think Horn Attack will do more. Alright, we got Sand Attacked. Why not just switch into Seed Boy? I think Seed Boy should be able to handle Sandshrew a little bit easier, so let's just go into Seed Boy. Alright. Razor... Wow. Alright, he wants to play a little bit tricky with me. He wants to use Sand Attack, he wants to use Defense Curl. Alright, let's see if we can knock him out in one move. No. It's gonna take 2 moves to knock him out. I don't think Defense Curl is gonna save you, my friend. I think you're about to get killed. Yes. Sandshrew is another Pokemon that I think looks cool. I have this suspicion that he's actually bad, though. Like, I think he looks like he'd be a low stat Pokemon. So for that reason, like, I think Geodude would be a better choice. Not that I think we're gonna have a choice, because this is a Nuzlocke, so we have to catch the first Pokemon we see. We have to hope that we see Geodude first. I think we already caught a Zubat, so we don't have to worry about seeing a Zubat first. Because if we see a Zubat first, we can just skip that battle. So I have high hopes that in Rock Tunnel, we'll be able to catch a new ground or rock Pokemon. Alright. While I'm talking to you guys, Nido is getting tossed around by the Zubat. Zubat, that's why I really dislike Confusion, guys. Confusion's tough. Please snap out of Confusion. Oh my god. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright, Nido is still putting in work, honestly. Nido is still a very good Pokemon. Very impressed with the team so far. We just have a few weak points that we have to, you know, get over. Alright. Did we battle this guy? Nope. Careful, I'm laying down some cables. Why are you laying down some cables? You guys know what a cable is? Like, this is a cable. He's laying down some wires. He decided that this route just really needed some wires running across the floor for no reason. All right, let's use double kick. That's super effective. All right, should take us obviously 2 double kicks to kill this Magnemite. Luckily, he missed his confusion attack, or whatever it's called, supersonic. Luckily, we didn't get confused, is what I meant to say. All right. Nido got 400 experience, not bad. I think that now we might want to switch into a different Pokemon, because I do think Nido might be the highest level. Yeah, let's make Seed Boy be in first, because now Seed Boy is the lowest level, level 22. All right, let's see what this guy says. Competition, I can't get enough. All right. I might be too much competition for this guy, but we'll find out. Bellsprout. Well, that makes me want to switch into the bird. All right, let's switch into bird. All right. Oh, we're really lucky that missed. All right, let's use Gust. Hopefully we can get him in one shot. Ooh, a critical hit. Very good. Very good. All right. Awesome. 162 experience. Let's see if he has another. Oddish. All right. Let's let Bird finish off Oddish. Again, this might be a one-shot kill. Let's find out. Nope. We need 2 shots to kill Oddish. He's just going to use Sweet Scent because for some reason, all of the Oddishes just love to make the air smell sweet when they battle. I don't know if that just, like, helps them relax. It's definitely not doing anything to me. All right, I had a chance. You had no chance. I literally have a Pokemon that killed both of your guys basically in one shot. All right, this guy down here, did we battle this guy? No, this guy we also have not battled. Watch out for live wires. Why are people putting wires all over the place? Also, why does this guy have a jumpsuit and a yellow hat when you battle him, but then when you see him on the overworld, he's an old man with bad hair? That doesn't make any sense to me. All right, I'm gonna put him to sleep and then just switch into Nido so I can use double kick. I just want to put him to sleep to make sure he doesn't use supersonic when we switch out, because that would not be good. All right, let's see. All right, supersonic, please. Okay, thank God. Thank God, just a tackle. All right, let's use double kick. Maybe we get him in one shot. Let's find out. Yeah, looks like we do. Wow. Nido is pretty strong, guys. Nido is pretty strong. All right, Seed Boy got 171. Nido also got 171. Magnemite, again, we're just gonna double kick. That should be one shot, right? Yeah, wow. These Magnemites are weak, huh? All right, very easy wins here, guys. Very easy wins. All right, Engineer Bernie sent out Magneton. I think that's cheating, because I don't think you're allowed to have a Magneton that's only level 18. I don't think Magnemite evolves at level, like, 16. I think he evolves much later. So I'm thinking he's actually kind of cheating here, but whatever. All right. I would be worried about that, but I think we're fine. I think everything's totally fine, yeah. Hit one, if we missed, that would have been dangerous, but double kick didn't miss, so we're all set. All right, Nido's level 24 now, we like that. Look at his stats. His stats do go up pretty nicely. All right. Yeah, so I think he's cheating with that Magneton, guys, but who cares? Did we battle this guy yet? No, we haven't. All right. Another kid with a yellow hat. How many yellow hat kids are in this route? It seems like this route has like 7 kids with yellow hats. All right. I guess we'll just stay in and tackle. Maybe this could kill it in 2 hits or maybe 3. Yeah, let's just stay in with Seed Boy. I think we should be fine. Yeah. This might take 4 hits to kill, but that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. All right, yeah, 4 hits is okay. He's gonna use Poison Sting. That's not gonna do that much damage to me. I'm still A-okay, I'm still fine. All right, Seaboy got 231 experience points, and now I'm level 23. All right, let's see what else he has. He has Nidorino. I think we just put it to sleep. Actually, we miss. But he only has double kick, honestly. So, I mean, I think maybe we just Leech Seed. And we tackle. That should make sure we stay healthy, and he continuously loses more and more health. Wait, did he just hit me with a super effective move? I totally missed that. What did he hit me with? Oh, Peck. He has Peck. Oh, we got a critical hit on tackle. Wow. Good thing we used Leech Seed then. Jeez. I forgot he had Peck, even though I have this exact same Pokemon with the exact same moves. Alright. Bye-bye, thank you, and goodbye. He must be either a really, really young kid, or that's a really weird translation. Touch. I better go find stronger ones. Yeah, I guess so. Did we battle this guy? There's so many trainers on this route, guys. There's so many trainers on this route. Alright, another gamer. For some reason, they're called gamers. Don't ask me why. I really like Poliwag. If I could find one of these guys, I would definitely train it. I don't actually know how good it is, though. It could be really bad. I kind of forget. I know its final evolution looks really cool with the giant stomach with the swirl on his stomach. I like that. So if I found one, I probably would use it. Alright, probably we can take out this Pokemon with one hit as well. Awesome. That might have been the easiest trainer we faced so far. Player defeated, Gamer Hugo. Acha. Some of the things they say, like these things like acha or ugh or ah, like you just don't see that very often. Like it looks very weird. Didn't go my way. No, it didn't. No, it did not go your way at all. I think we battled basically everybody, right? I think everybody has been defeated here, right? Every single person has been defeated. We got all of our gamers, all of our yellow... Look at this. In this one shot, there are 3 kids with yellow hats. That's not very creative on the Pokemon team designer's part. Also, I remember, I thought that Ivysaur... I thought Bulbasaur evolved into Ivysaur early, but now I remember Ivysaur evolves into Venusaur early. I just remembered that. So he's gonna evolve like at level 32, I think. I'm like pretty sure he evolves at level 32. So that should be pretty good. Alright guys, we're gonna heal up and I think we're gonna end the episode there. The next episode we'll board the SSN and we're gonna have some fun battling our rival there. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please press the like button. Also subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so YouTube is forced to send you my videos as notifications. Thanks for watching.